Hi, so this video is going to show you how to import and select your photos. If you haven't already, make sure you watch the previous video on how to set up your Lightroom. It's very important to get organized from the beginning and follow these steps that I'm going to show you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open that Lightroom that you've created already, that Lightroom catalog. And I usually, for me, I just double click on and find the Lightroom catalog. So it should be in your pictures folder. If you're working off a hard drive like I am, it's going to be in the folder that you created with your name on it. Now what I'm going to do is to stay a little bit more organized. I'm going to go ahead and select all the Lightroom files. So these are all the Lightroom files, and I'm going to go ahead and right click on it. Oops. Select them all. And I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this Lightroom. So now inside the folder that you created, there's going to be a Lightroom folder with all of your Lightroom files, and there's going to be a folder with all of your photos. So the Lightroom catalog should actually be your name, but this is for my work. It's named ASC. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, but it should probably most likely say your name. So go ahead and double click that. And I'm going to this is going to say relaunch because I've already have another catalog opened. So I'm going to just relaunch it. Normally they'll just open directly if you have it, if this is the one you opened previously. Now what's very important is that you have all of your files are what's very important is to learn shortcuts. So I'm going to do a lot of shortcuts. So what shortcut I'm going to do now is Command Shift F, and what that's going to do is make it full screen. Now I want to see my side panels, so I'm going to hit Tab, and then I want to also see my top and bottom panels. So I'm going to hit Shift Tab and hit it twice, and then everything shows up. So if you're not seeing it, those are the shortcuts. It's Tab or Shift Tab. So now what I'm going to do is I want to import my photos. There's a couple different ways you can do that. One is by clicking Import, and for some reason I always take the long route. I do File, Import, Photos, in Videos, and you can also hit Command Shift I. And what that'll do is bring up your import dialog box, and you click the device that your photos are saved on. So my photos are saved here in the EOS Digital, which is my memory card, and I'm going to choose my destination. Now in the previous document, the previous video, you should have we went over this briefly. I'm going to choose my location. So my location is going to go by date format. It's going to be date, year, then year, month, day, and then I'm going to make sure I go and scroll and find that photo folder. So it's going to be Shannon Zirkle. And I'm going to click that folder, that Shannon Zirkle folder. Now yours should probably be in the users in your photos folder. So go ahead and locate the pictures folder and click on that, and it'll organize it by year, month, day. Now mine's over here, so I'm going to just click my name, and it's going to organize my photos for me. So I have today's shoot, which is right here. It'll import it into that. And it'll also import yesterday's shoot, which is right here. Now I'm going to copy, and theoretically you should probably copy as DNG. What this does is it converts your photos into a archival safe file format, because we're not guaranteed that Canon or Nikon or Sony or Fuji is going to be here in the future to handle your raw photos. So if you're shooting raw, this is ideal to copy as DNG. It does make the process just a tad bit slower. If you're in a hurry, you can just hit copy. And then I usually say destination folders because I want to see how they're organized. So it's going to import this many photos into the November 30th and this many photos into the December 1st folder. Another thing is to make sure that you have clicked is don't import suspected duplicates. Previews, this is if you went to the previews, it'll build the previews so you can view the photos faster. Minimal will be a faster import process. Standard will allow you to view your photos without having that rebuffering. File naming, I don't rename my files here. I rename them at the end of the day. Okay, so there we go. So just double check that the destination is correct. I'm importing them into my hard drive, It's by year, month, day, and I'm going to go ahead and click import. So this will just take a few seconds.